Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again. Welcome back to another episode of the Hot Corners Dynasty here on Twitch. And earlier today, we took on the Wild Pigs in Game 2 of our conference semifinal matchup, and we did lose a nail-biter 5-4, which allowed them to force Game 3, where we will return home, and on the mound we will have veteran pitcher Durbin Holes versus our rookie pitcher Messiah Presidente. Before I closed out earlier stream, or episode I guess, I did set the lineup for today's game already. We are going to have Geronimo bat leadoff here, despite not getting a hit in the last game. I like his speed up at the top of the order. Cox earned her spot to start at third base today. Alive is going to be DHing because he can no longer field. Jumps will be playing at second base. Then we got Buck Swiner getting his first start for the Hot Corners out in left field after signing him at the end of the regular season. Dirk Sportswood slides down to the 6 hole, still at first base. Tugboat Thomas will start for Tiny DeGrande behind the plate, and it'll be his first start since being signed at the end of the season. Shortstop Norton Pickle moves up to the 8th spot in the lineup after collecting 2 hits, and Seymour Sox will be starting in right field as Bo Belter is slumping, and I do not want him in the lineup. So without further ado, it's time to win or go home. FYI, if we do lose this match, I will go straight into the first year off season to see what moves we will have to make, because there is going to be quite a few in the off season. I'm going to need to build up some salary cap here. I don't want to come out of the off season with just $2 million left. That's not a lot being generated per game. In a 16-game season, that's probably going to generate me let's see, $1 million every 8 games. Divide that by 8. I can't do that math right now. I'm too tired, but yeah, that's not a lot of money, so we need to free up some cap space here, and I've got some moves I might want to make. Anyway, there's the lineups today. Looks like they've got a new starter in center field today. Godfrey Storm is going to be getting the start in center, and Ernie Blings is off the bench. He will be DHing again today. He DH'd in Game 1 but took off Game 2. So Blute Michaels will be on bat and leadoff actually here against the right-hander Presidente. The Wild Pigs have not seen Presidente this year. His only start came in the regular season finale against the Moose, which we did win. I believe we won that by a final of 8-6. So let's see if we can duplicate success here as first pitch two-seamer is fouled off at the plate by Michaels to start the game. Presidente follows that up with a cutter that is skied out the center. Geronimo James back a few steps. He's on it now, and he will make the catch for the first out. Now to bring up Spanky Wagner, who drove in 3 runs in yesterday's game and pretty much put the team on his back. He also hit his first home run in the playoffs, and he was the main contributor in the reasons why we lost. He fouls off the first pitch fastball there, 0-1. Presidente follows that up with a slider just inside and below the knees, 1-1. Next pitch is going to be a cutter from Presidente, up and in. He checks his swing, but it is a strike. And now K-Man activates. Here we go. Throw in. Curveball fouled. Wagner stays alive. See if Presidente sets him down here. Two-seamer back up the middle. That's a base hit. That's a good battle there from Wagner as he shows why he should be batting at the top of the Wild Pigs lineup there. With him on, that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter Ernie Blings. He went hitless in Game 1 of the series and took off Game number 2. So this is only his second game in the playoffs. Fastball outside from Presidente, 1-0. Slider down and in, called a strike as Blings takes it. Gonna keep attacking the bottom of the zone here. Curveball ripped to the left side. Cox with a diving effort. Way to go from the rookie there at third. Keeping that hot mojo going. That'll bring up big old Flash Evans, right fielder, .429 average here in the playoffs. Only driven in 1 run so far, though. No home runs on his line score yet. Takes a two-seamer up and away for a strike, 0-1. Curveball froze him at the knees, 0-2. Presidente's got some pitches to play with now. Go heater. That's low and in the dirt, 1-0. All right, we're going to go cutter. That's inside, 2-2. Slider down and away, ripped the right, just past jumps. All right, Sox will get that in, and it's first and second now with no 2 outs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Enrique Goyo.
All right, so Goyo's up. He is a low pitch pitcher last. He's a low pitch hitter last I checked. So with that being said, we want to take him up in the zone. Let's go two-seamer. Fouled off. All right, good pitch. heater again. Oh boy. That's high. That missed. 1-1. All right, let's calm it down here. Actually aim it now. Cutter to the left. Swiner there. And he'll make a catch to get us out of the inning. Presidente gives up 2 hits. He strands the runners. Bottom 1 we go. James Coxon alive, facing veteran Durbin Holmes. We did not face Durbin Holmes this season either, so. Here's Geronimo James here leading off. Went hitless in game number 2. Drove in the winning run in game number 1. It's actually the only run scored in game number 1. He's quickly had 2-0. Both fastballs miss. That changeup also misses. 3-0. Holmes really working the inside here. Fastball finally catches his own. 3-1. Got it again. Full count. Curveball pulled off. James stays alive. Full. And he's behind. Holmes gets his first strike out of the playoffs, and there's 1 out as Cox is up. Went 3 for 4 yesterday's game. Hit a home run, triple, and a double. Or a single. Yeah, she was 1 hit. She was a triple away from the cycle in yesterday's game. She drove in all 4 of our runs. 1-1. Liner softly to second. Bacon fields it on a hop. That's going 1. 2 outs now. Now to bring up Stan Alive, 42-year-old. Moving to the DH slot today to give Buck Swiner some time out and left. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Slumping in the playoffs, only batting .250. Change up at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Lined out to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Alive gets on with 2 outs. Keep the inning alive. He's going to bring up the 4-hitter, Jeff Jumps, the second baseman rookie, also slumping in the playoffs, only batting .250, but I do like his stats, of his attributes, so I'm going to keep him in the 4 spot as the slider is on the inside corner for a strike. Slider inside, broke way too far, 1-1. Curveball outside, 2-1 the count now. Outside, ball 3, 3-1 the count. Inside, ball 4, he walked him, he lost him. That's going to keep the inning alive for the hot corners. Can Buck Swiner make him pay as the rookie gets his first at bat as a member of the hot corners? We signed him at the end of the regular season. That's a changeup down the middle, 0-1. Fastball at the letters, that's debatable. Okay, 0-2. Outside, curveball just misses. Changeup pulled foul, out in front. Swiner stays alive. Hard grounder the second. Bacon to backhand. Goes to first, and the hot corners do not score. Holmes works himself into a little bit of a jam. Gives up a hit and a walk, but gets out of the jam unharmed. Top to second we go. It's 6, 7, and 8. Wally Bacon, Frank Battery, and Gottfried Storm. Here is Wally Bacon playing second base today as he moves over from third base. Means we might be seeing Roberto Alba there today. First pitch is line foul off of Bacon's bat, 0-1. Curveball grounded softly to short. Pickle charges. He's going to go to first, and that's an easy first out. That will bring up catcher Frank Battery. He's only batting measly 167 in the playoffs so far. Looking to turn things around here as the fastball's high and inside for ball 1. Curveball ripped up the middle, diving his jumps, but it's past him for a base hit, and Battery starts going in the right direction as James will get it in and hold him to just a single. That'll put the slow Battery on first, and then it will bring up Gottfried Storm, getting his first start of the playoffs. I actually didn't see him in any of the 3 games we played against the Wild Pigs, with them being our division opponent. He's got tough out and utility man, so he can play any of the outfield positions. Fastball is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 the count. 2-seamer on the inside, also a strike, as Presidente moves ahead. Now tough out activates, and so does K-Man. Let's see who wins. That would be the tough out, as that's going to be a base hit to right field. Storm comes through. That'll put runners at first and second with only 1 out, as Roberto Alba has a chance to come in. He went 0 for 4 against us in the 1 time we played against him this season with 3 strikeouts. First pitch curveball is on the ground to second. Jumps will flip the second one. Pickle over to first, and that's a double play. 4-6-3 tailor-made, and that gets Presidente out of the inning without any harm as he gives up 2 more hits. Bottom 2 we go. Sportswood, Thomas, and Pickle. There's Dirk Sportswood, hitting .333 in the playoffs so far this year. He also has drawn 2 walks. Fastball outside for ball 1. That's going to be a changeup in the dirt, 2-0. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate, and Sportswood punishes as that's going in the left center gap, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Storm will eventually track it down and get it in, but that will be a double for Sportswood. And he's got a leadoff man in scoring position as the hot corners have Tugboat Thomas coming up, making his first start as a hot corner. And also his first at bat. He was also signed at the end of the regular season along with Buck Swiner and Norton Pickle. Pickle has been starting the entire playoffs. These two guys are now just starting. Tomos up. Change up inside for ball 1. Holmes looking to find zone here as the curveball is high and misses 2-0. Fastball's popped up right field. That's going to be an easy play for the second baseman. Bacon over. Gets the start and will make the catch. 1 out. I'll bring up Norton Pickle now. He had went 2 for 4 in game number 2. Brought his average up to 286. Slider down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Change up pulled into the seats, foul. 0-2 the count. Pickle looks to protect. Fastball outside, ball 1. That was like a pitch out even. Slider skied out the right center field. Storm going over. He's under it. Makes the catch. Sportswood fakes the run to third, as I know he cannot run. He will remain at second base, and there's 2 outs. It's going to be up to Seymour Sox getting the start today. His first appearance of the playoffs. He will be in right field, playing for Bo Belter today. Curveball at the letters for a strike. I find that highly debatable. 0-1. That's not a strike, Blue. Come on. 0-2. That is, and it's back to Holmes. Over to 1, and the hot corners squander another opportunity with runners in scoring position. 0 for 3 with only 1 hit to show for it. Top 3 we go. Michaels, Wagner, and Blings up. There's Blue Michaels. First pitch from Presidente's a curveball at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Cutter called a strike up and in. 0-2 now. Fastball in the dirt. 1-2 now. Slider lines softly to second, jumps there to catch, and that's the first out. Now to bring up Spanky Wagner now. He had a single back in the first inning. 2-seamer called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in for a strike, 0-2 now. Curveball down and in, right to short, leaping his Pickle. He knocks it down, gets up and fires. It's going to be too late. Wagner has an infield hit, and he is 5 for his last, I think, 7 at bats. Jesus. Bring up Bernie Blings. I believe he grounded out his, did he ground out or did he flew out? Yeah, he flew out his first time up in the first. Curveball misses, ball 1. Fastball up the middle, diving his jumps. It's him as well. And that will make 2 runners on again in the third inning, as there seems to be a trend here with Presidente. Flash Evans up now, single back in the first. Looking to come through here and driving a run. 2-seamer for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Slider up and in to short, Pickle there, and it will hold the runners as both manage to get back. It'll be up to Goyo again, who squandered his opportunity in the first inning. Let's see if he can come through in this spot. First pitch is a fastball for a strike at the letters, 0-1. Cutter up and away, grounded softly to short. Pickle will go to first, and now will retire the sigh as Presidente once again strands the runners, giving up 2 more hits, but manages to get out of trouble. Bottom 3, it's James Coxon alive. Here's Geronimo James. He flew out his first time up, and that'll bring as Holmes sets and delivers. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-1. Inside for ball 1, that fastball missed. Curveball hung on the middle outside. It's driven deep to center, but Storm is there, and he'll make the catch for the first out. Now next will be up Jay Cox, 0 for 1, lined out in her first at bat. Or actually, she struck out. You're right. Slider inside for a strike, 0-1. Fastball grounded softly to second. That'll be Bacon on it, and he'll go to first. That's 2 quick outs. And now that'll bring up Stan alive. He's 1 for 1 today. Single back in the first inning. Swung through a curveball, 0-1. He was on it. Changeup's grounded softly to short. Michaels to field. He goes to first, and that's 1-2-3 inning for Holmes. Top 4 we go. Remains 0-0. Bacon, Battery, and Storm to face Presidente. Wally Bacon up first. 2-seamer low, 0-1. Or 1-0. Curveball ripped into left. That's going to be a base hit past the diving Cox, and that's the 7th hit of the day for the Wild Pigs offense as Bacon starts the inning off right. Frank Battery singled back in the second inning. Let's see if he can duplicate that success here. Heater up and in. Bacon's running. Throw down. Not in time, and it was low and mishandled by Pickle. Runner in scoring position now for Battery as he's behind 0-1. Slider to third, Cox to field, and that's the first out as the runner will have to hold. Next up is Gottfried Storm. He singled back in the second inning as well, looking to drive in a run this time. Two-seamer out to left field. Swiner going back to the corner at the wall. Leaps, and it's gone. Just out of his reach. Two-run homer for backup outfielder Gottfried Storm. Gives the Wild Pigs a 2-0 lead here in the middle innings. First of the playoffs for Storm.
Now batting, the third baseman.
That'll bring up Alba.
Roberto Alba.
Alba grounded out his first time up. Heater low, 1-0. Slider up and in, 2-0. Not looking good here for Presidente as the two-seamer called a strike at the knees. Cutter at the knees for a strike, full count. Or 2-2 actually. Curveball up and away, swung through it, strike 3. Alba down on strikes for the second out.
Now batting,
I'll bring up Michaels, 0 for 2 today, looking for his first hit of the game. Heater is high, ball 1. Two-seamer, line softly to short, Pickle back, and will make a catch in the outfield for the third out. 2 runs come across the score on the home run by Storm as 2 more hits. This time they do come back to bite Presidente. Bottom 4, it's 2-0. Jeb jumps up, he walked his first time, looking for his first official at bat. Ball outside for ball 1. Slider below the knees, 2-0. Slider ripped out the right field. Going back is Evans at the wall. He'll make the catch. There's one loud out from the hot corners here. That'll be Buck Swiner up now. Flew out his last time up. Change up inside for ball 1. Fastball up the middle. That's a base hit. Buck Swiner is his first hit as a hot corner as he reaches. 1 out, 1 runner on for Dirk Sportswood. He doubled last time up. Let's see if he doubles here. Swiner will definitely score. That's ripped up the middle in the left center field, and that will be cut off by Storm and hold everybody at 1 base. That'll be a single for Sportswood as Swiner moves up to second. 2 on now as the hot corners look to answer back. Tugboat Thomas popped up his first time up. Let's see what he can do this time around. Fastball fouled off on 1, just behind. Slider ripped to right field. That's going to be another base hit. Evans coming in. He'll come up throwing to the second base. Swiner's going to score. All right, 2-1 RBI for Tugboat Thomas. Gets his first career hit as a hot corner and his first career RBI in the same go. Norton Pickle up now as it's a 2-1 game with 2 runners on and 1 out. Change up, called a strike on the outside, 0-1. Fastball full foul, 0-2. Now staying alive here. Chased it in the dirt and Pickles down on strikes for the second out. Now to bring up Seymour Sox, 0 for 1 today. Trying to change his fortunes, trying to come through in the clutch. Slider hangs and it's skied to center, but it's going to hang. Storm in and he'll make the catch for the third out. Hot corners do push across a run on 3 hits. Top 5, it's 2-1. Wagner, Blings, and Evans to face. Here is Wagner. He's 2 for 2 today. He's 5 for his last 7 against us. Let's see if we can change that a little bit here. Cutter ripped the left, past the diving Pickle, and he's now 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Apparently not. This guy just has our number. That'll bring up Ernie Blings, 1 for 2 today with a single. Heater up for a ball, 1-0. Slider below the knees, 2-0 now. Two-seamer inside, 3-0. That's popped up. Left center field, James over, calling for it. Geronimo is under it, and he will make a catch for the first out as Presidente manages to avoid the walk. That'll bring up Flash Evans. He's singled back in the first inning. He's also flown out today as he looks at a two-seamer up and in, 1-0. Curveball below the knees, 2-0. Fastball grounded softly foul, 2-1. Cutter, skied to right center. James out. He's going over. He's at the warning track. And he'll make the catch for the second out as the ballpark was just big enough to hold that blast from Evans. Runner still at first base after the leadoff single as Enrique Goyo up. He's 0 for 2 with a double play. Grounded into a double play, and I believe he grounded out as well. Fastball outside for ball 1. Two-seamer inside, 2-0. Presidente's got to slow it down now. Cutter, rip foul. Just late, 2-1. Heater up and in for a strike, 2-2 now. Presidente looking to get out of the jam. Curveball up the middle for a base hit. That's the 10th hit of the day for the not the Hot Corners, Jesus, Wild Pigs. We only have 5. 2 on now and 2 outs for Wally Bacon as he singled his last time up. Two-seamer ripped into left center. James has to cut it off, and he does, but that will still score a run as Wagner will come around. It's 3-1. Runner at third now. First and third runners on the corners for Battery. Curveball for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider ripped the first. Sportswood the backhand. He'll take it to the bag himself, and they will get out of the inning with only minimal damage. 3-1 now your scores. The Wild Pigs get that run back on 3 freaking hits. 11 given up by Presidente here in through 5 innings. James Coxon alive to face Holmes. There is Geronimo James. Fastball at the letters inside. 0-1. Turns on that slider, but it's on the ground to Bacon. He'll go to first. 1 out. Now to bring up Jade Cox, 0 for 2 today. Looking to turn her fortunes around here. Slider outside, just misses. 1-0. Fastball right to Bacon at second. 2 outs. Now Stan alive. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. He's out in front, and that's foul. Didn't even have enough to get out. Curveball low, 1-1 now. Fastball inside, 2-1. Fastball low, 3-1. Fastball grounded up the middle, Bacon the backhand, and he will go to first. All 3 outs made by him this inning. To the 6th, it's 3-1. Presidente's already hovering at 70 pitches. He gives up 1 more hit, I take him out. Gottfried storm up, he homered his last time up, drove in 2 runs. Curveball below the knees, 0-1. Or 1-0, whatever. Slider called a strike on the inside, 1-1. Curveball called a strike on the inside as well, 1-2. Heater swung through it. He chased it below the knees. Presidente gets his first strikeout. Or second, actually, as Alba's up. He struck out his last time up, 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. Two-seamer on the outside for a strike, 0-1. Curveball, the third. Cox mishandles it, gets up and fires. Alba beats it out on the error by Cox. Is that an error? Yes, it is. And that'll bring up Luke Michaels with a runner at first. That doesn't count as a hit, so I'm not going to hold that against Presidente. First pitch fastball below the knees to Michaels as he takes it for ball 1. Curveball middle in. He swung through it 0-1. 1-1 now as he was way out in front. Slider below the knees, grounded to first. Sportswood dives. It's off his glove. Goes to jumps. He'll go to first, and it's a base hit. What are the odds of that happening? Now Wagner up 3 for 3. I got to take Presidente out. It's just not happening right now. And it's only the 6th inning. We're going to go, let's have a look at their lineup, see what their batters are like. Wagner's a lefty. So's Blings. Evans is a righty. Goyo's a lefty. Righty. Switch. Lefty, lefty, righty. They're mostly lefties. Okay, so it's going to be Broseph. Joseph Broseph coming in. Joseph fires a 2-seamer that's fouled off by Wagner there, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, just low at 100. 1-1. Slider up and in. That's driven deep to center field. James going back at the warning track. He'll have to look up. It's off the batter's eye. Spanky Wagner is now 4 for 4. And he drives in 3 with a 3-run homer here in the 6th. It's now 6-1 Wild Pigs as they're looking to punch their ticket to the conference finals. We're about to be upset by the bloody 4 seed. Here's Ernie Blings. Fastball pulled, foul, 0-1. 2-seamer to third. Cox fields this one, actually, and now goes to first for the 2nd out. Now bring up Flash Evans. Heater up and in for a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, rip the right, Sox over in the gap. He'll make the catch for the final out as the Hot Corners finally get out of the inning. No thanks to an error and 2 more hits as the Wild Pigs put 3 on the board thanks to the 3-run homer from Spanky Wagner, who is now unable to be out apparently against us. 5 runs down with only 4 innings remaining. The Hot Corners' odds to advance not looking very good. Guess we'll be doing that off-season after all as Jumps is up. Slider ripped out the left center field. That's going to chase the fielders back. They'll look up, and it is gone. Jeb Jumps answers back with a home run of his own. Too bad no one was on base. It's a solo shot for Jumps, his first of the postseason, and it's now a 6-2 game. Hot Corners still have a long way to go. 4 down. Buck Swiner up. He singled last time. Change up on the inside. Misses for ball 1. Change up inside and low this time. 2-0. Low at the change up again. 3-0. Slider on the outside for a strike. 3-1. Fastball walked him at, it was up and never threatened the zone. 5-pitch walk to Swiner. So it's a home run and a walk here to start the inning for the Hot Corners. The Sportswood's up 2 for 2 as a double and a single. Facing Holmes. Fastball on the inside for a strike. 0-1. Curveball grounded up the middle. That's the 3rd hit of the day for Dirk Sportswood as Swiner's going to round second and test Storm's arm. Back to second he retreats. It's 1st and 2nd with no outs for Tugboat Thomas. Singled his last time up and drove in Swiner. Let's see if he can do it again. But he'll have to do it against rookie pitcher Hander Specialo, the lefty specialist. Any left-hander he faces gets that hit penalty attached to him. So that would be, for our lineup, that'd be Jeb Jumps. Pardon me. That'd be Jeb Jumps and Geronimo James. Those are only 2 lefties in the lineup. Thomas takes a curveball high, 0-1. Specialo's a 3-pitch pitcher. There's a slider there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. Now only his fastball's left. Slider ripped out the right center field. That's chasing Storm back at the warning track. Both runners tag. Swiner will advance to 3rd on the play as Sportswood holds it first. Runners at the corners with 1 out for Norton Pickle. He struck out his last time up, 0 for 2 on the line score. Slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Grounder to 2nd. This is going to be a tough play. Bacon to 2nd, 1. On to 1st, not in time. Pickle beats out the fielder's choices. The run comes in to score. And it makes it a 6-3 game as Seymour Sox is up with 0-2 on his line score. Fastball below the knees, 1-0. Specialo set. Delivers. That's below the knees again, 2-0. Curveball ripped up the middle. Diving as Michaels cut it off. Sox has to hurry. And he will be out anyway. 3 outs. Hot Corners do push across 2 on 3 hits. But they still have to claw their way back in the 7th. 6-3 your score is Goyo, Bacon, and Battery will face Broseph. Heater up and away for ball 1 as it misses. Broseph goes outside with the slider, makes a strike appear, 1-1. 2-seamer low and in, turned on and pulled foul by Enrique Goyo, and it's now a 1-2 count. Broseph goes heater up and in, and it's popped up behind the plate, out of play. Slider away, hit out the center. James at the warning track, at the wall, leaps, and he robbed him of a home run. Geronimo James actually went up and got it. He keeps it in the ballpark. Now Wally Bacon up. Goyo had the home run, and it was taken from his grasp. Broseph quickly ahead 0-2 in the count. Slider up and in, ripped the short, leaping his Pickle. It's out of his reach, and that's going in the left center gap all the way to the wall. James will run it down and get it back in, but that will be a double for Bacon, his 2nd hit of the game.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Frank Battery, 1 for 3, as a single to his credit. Slider skied out the right center, Sox going over. He'll get there and make the catch as the runner tags and goes to 3rd. Throw's going to be late. Another run 90 feet away is Gottfried Storm up 2 for 3. Struck out his last time up. But he has a home run and a single to his credit with 2 RBIs. Slider up for a ball, 2-0. 2-seamer on the inside, 2-1. Heater checked his swing, 3-1. Good eye there from Storm. 2-seamer walked him, just missed the zone as Storm is on. Great runners at the corners for Alba, 0 for 3 today. Reached on an error his last time up as he strings to a slider, 0-1. He's also struck out and grounded out. Fastball up and away for a strike, 0-2. 2-seamer up and in, popped foul, 0-2. Slider down in the way, grounded softly to 3rd. It's going to be a tough play. Cox bare hands, goes to 1st, will retire Alba, and the runners are stranded by Broseph. 2 hits for the, hit and a walk for the Wild Pigs. A robbed home run also on our end as we keep it at a 3-run game. Bottom 7. Top of our order to face Specialo. Here is Geronimo James to face the lefty as the specialist activates now. Fastball inside for ball 1. Lined over to third on a hop. Alba to field, goes to 1, and that's 1 out. Now Jake Cox up 0 for 3 today, looking to bounce back here after making an error in the field. Fastball on the inside for a strike, 0-1. Slider outside, checked on it, 1-1. Outside again with the slider, 2-1. Slider skied out the center. Storm going back a bit, now coming in. He'll make the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Stan alive. He's 1 for 3 with a single back in the first. Turns on that slider right to Alba, who makes the bloody catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Wild Pigs to the 8th. They still have a 3-run advantage. Broseph is tiring here, but he'll start the inning against Michaels. Gets the first pitch strike, 0-1. Heater outside, ball 1, 1-1. Slider up and in for a strike, 1-2. Heater low in, grounded to Broseph. He'll field and fire, 1 out. That'll bring up Spanky Wagner. Having a day, why don't you? Home run, 3 RBIs on it his last time up, and he had 3 singles before that and scored a whole bunch of times. Heater below the knees, 1-0. Slider up and in, rip the second. Jumps is there this time, though, to finally retire him, 2 outs. And now Ernie Bling's up, 1 for 4 today, as a single to his credit. Fastball on the ground to short, Pickle there to field. It'll go to first, and that's the 3rd out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Broseph in the 8th. Bottom 8, it's Jumps, Swiner, and Sportswood against the Specialo. Here is Jeff Jumps, 1 for 2. Drew a walk his last time up. And he also hit a home run today. Slider inside for ball 1. Slider popped up, shallow left. Goyo in. He'll make the catch, 1 out. Now Buck Swiner up. Oh, he's also left-handed, I forgot. Haven't had him that long. Ball inside on the slider. Fastball at the knees, first strike, 1-1. Fastball outside, 2-1, just missed. Slider outside. Oh, that was a curveball, actually, 3-1. Driven deep center field. Storm back at the warning track. And he'll make the catch for the second out. Why does it just not carry off or bat? I don't understand. Sportswood up now, 3 for 3 today. Double, 2 singles. Too bad nobody's on. Fastball almost hits him at the ankles, 1-0. Curve ball on the inside, 1-1. Sky to right. Easy play as Evans is over in the gap. He'll make the catch for another 1-2-3 inning. Hot corners fail to do anything again and now go into the 9th, trailing by 3. Broseph will come out of the game as he pitched, I believe he's pitched 2 innings and some change. Gave up the home run. Pretty much sealed our fate. We're going to go Rachel Rhubarb here, the lefty. See what she can do. Rookie throws a fastball up and in, 0-1. 1-0, whatever. 2-seamer to first. Sportswood dives, knocks it down. Can't handle it, of course. And Evans gets an infield hit again. Now Enrique Goyo up. Single his last time up, 1 for 4. Slider caught the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. 2-seamer up and in, ripped the center. Right to James. He'll make a catch for the first out. Evans retreats to first. Now Wally Bacon up. Change up just outside for ball 1. Heater up and in for a strike, 1-1 now. Slider low and in, rip the short. Pickle can't catch it, and it's a base hit. James gets it in, and his runners at first and second now with 1 out. That'll bring up Battery, 1 for 4. Switch hitter batting from the right side now. So he slides that out of play, 0-1. Heater up and in, almost hits him in the hands, 1-1. Slider down, rip the center. James back on it. Makes the catch for the second out as Evans will tag and go for third. Throw from Jumps is late, and it's runners at the corners with 2 outs now. And it'll be up to Godfrey Storm to drive him in. He drew a walk his last time up. He's 2 for 3 as a 2-run homer and a single to his credit as well. Takes a fastball out of play, 0-1. Slider low and away for a strike, 0-2, quickly behind. Change up low, runner goes, pulled foul. 2-seamer up and away, high, ball 1. The pitch there from Rhubarb. Heater up and in. Check this swing. He almost went 2-2. Slider down in the way. Grounded to second. Jumps there. He'll go to first. And Rhubarb will get out of the jam without giving up a run. She does her job. Holds it a 3-run deficit to the 9th. Hot Corners need a rally late. Thomas, Pickle, and Sox, bottom of the order, due up. Here is Tugboat Thomas. The catcher's 1 for 3 today. He has a single and an RBI. Fastball on the inside for ball, strike 1. Next pitch is skied, shallow, right center. And with that, Evans will make the catch, and the Hot Corners have 2 outs remaining in their season before they are written out. Now Norton Pickle up, 0 for 3 today. Curveball way inside for ball 1, and now my brother's calling me. The hell does he want? America can't go eat right now. All right, back to work. Curveball at the knees, 1-1. Lined out to right, that's going to hang up though, and Evans makes the catch. 2 outs, 1 out remaining in the Hot Corner season. It's on Seymour Sox. We're not letting him hit. We are going to put in Bo Belter. We're going to hope for the best here, and we'll just say screw it. Ripped deep to center field. Storm is going back on it, but he will, like all our hopes and dreams, die on the warning track as he makes the catch for another 1-2-3 inning from Mo Specialo. Hot Corners lose the deciding Game 3, which means it's off-season time, baby, because guess what? We choked the playoffs. Defeated the obstacle of their ace West Yogurt in game number 1, and then promptly crapped the bed in the last 2 games because our offense decided to not show up at all this series. Yeah, our most runs scored in a game were 4. What happened? We lost that game 5-4. We lost this game 6-3, and we won game 1 1-0. Yeah. Spanky Wagner is going to be known as the Hot Corners killer from here on out, as he went 4 for 5, hit a homer, and drove in 3. Backup outfielder Godfrey Storm went 2 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Wally Bacon also drove in a run on a single, and that was all their runs. That's all they needed. On our side, Jeb Jumps hit a solo homer. Sportswood had 3 hits, but nobody was on base in front of him. Buck Swiner scored a run on a Tugboat Thomas single, and then Norton Pickle hit an RBI groundout. That's literally all our runs. Sox went 0 for 3. Belter didn't get a hit in his pinch hit. Pickle was 0 for 4. Cox was 0 for 4, and James was 0 for 4. So yeah, the offense really let us down here. Presidente gave up 12 hits and 4 earned runs in a 5 1/3 innings outing. He takes the loss. Broseph goes 2 2/3, gave up 1 earned run, and then Rhubarb had 2 hits given up, but she managed to have a clean 9th inning other than that. The 6th run that was scored was unearned as that runner reached on a Cox error in the 6th. Durbin Holmes goes 5 innings, gives up 7 hits and 2 walks with the 3 earned runs, but he gets the win as O Specialo goes all 4 innings in relief and gets the save. Wagner, of course, player of the game, followed by Storm and Wally Bacon, who also went 4 for 5. And with that, the Hot Corner season will come to an end here in year number 1. First year in the league, we won our division, 11-5 record, and we lose in the first round of the playoffs. We're a one-and-done team. Great, we're turning into the frickin' Nationals. Awesome. All right, let's sim out the rest of the playoffs here, and we'll see which of the other 2 teams will make it to the next round between the Grapplers and Platypi, and we'll see who wins the championship. Well, at least we know it won't be an expansion team, as the Sandcats already lost. Platypi do win Game 3, and they will advance. Both ones... Oh, okay. Both up higher seeds on our side lost. Moose take Game 1 against the Wild Pigs. Wideloads crush Platypi 14-1. Moose almost choked, but wins 6-4. They're going to the finals. Platypi lose on a late inning walk-off by the Wideloads. Wideloads take Game 1, looking to end it here. Moose win Game number 2. They force Game 3. Winner take all. Who's going to do it? It's going to be the Wideloads, 10-2. Your champion comes from the Mega Conference, and the Wideloads, ladies and gentlemen, a 3 seed wins the title, as both 3 seeds actually went to the end. That's actually pretty good right there. Although, of course, the Moose got the easier matchup between us and the Hot Corners. They were 0 for 3 against us during the regular season, and I believe they had a winning record against the Wild Pigs, so it wasn't surprised that they swept them there in the conference finals. And it was a good series in the finals, you know. It was just the Wideloads' time. Alright, with that, it's now time to do the off-season. So let's start it and see if any of our players retire and what we're going to do about it. Oh, we lost a lot of players. I just saw that jump up to $36 million available dollars. That's a lot of people leaving. Alright, we see right there, Tugboat Thomas retires at the age of... Okay, so they do progress a year in age before they decide to retire or not. Okay, so that's good to know. Wes Yogurt is leaving the Wideloads, it looks like. Elvis Stanley is leaving the Blowfish. Reunion possibility? Chuck Filthwick is leaving the Herbivores. Maverick McMahon is leaving the Sandcats. Nance Tools is leaving the Moonstars. And Jackie Slam is leaving the Nemesis. Interesting. Newt Landry retires. Tiny DeGrande retires, so we lost our catcher. I didn't expect him to retire. Carlton Starr retires from the Heaters. Marvin Steed leaves from the Blowfish. He retires. Tarak Smith goes into free agency at $8 million. I don't think anyone's going to give him $8 million. We could probably get him back down to like 4 something and then sign him. Yolanda Cooper goes into free agency. We just lost our ace. Seymour Sox is in free agency. I'm not bringing him back. He did nothing for us. Frank Battery retires from the Wild Pigs after 1 year. Stan Alive also retires from our team after 1 year at 43 years young. Was not surprised that he retired. And Lloyd Cook, 26 years old, retires from the Sirloins. That's a surprise. Youngest player to retire. Okay, so it looks like there are going to be 5 openings on our team. Sorry, 6 openings. I cannot count. We have 6 openings. The Platypi have 1. Eaters have 1. Blowfish have 2. Wild Pigs have 1. And Sirloins have 1. What about these high up free agents here? Herbivores have 1 opening. Sandcats have an opening. Moonstars have an opening. Nemesis have an opening. Blowfish now have 2 openings. Wild Pigs have 2 openings too. Okay. Yeah, because they lost Yogurt. Forgot about that. All right. Let's have a look. So this is what our team now looks like. Alive will not be returning to the team at 43 years old. He wanted one last hurrah. He got it. He led the league in batting average and hits. I believe he also led in extra base hits too. And DeGrande retires from behind the dish. So does Tugboat Thomas. So we have no catchers on this roster. I need to go out and find 2 catchers. And Seymour Sox backup outfielder is going to free agency. We lost our ace, Yolanda Cooper. We're going to need to get her back. And then Tarak Smith, he also left. We might need him. We're probably going to try and get him back. I mean, he had a great year for us. He went. I know his ratings are that low, but he was 3-0. He was our winningest pitcher this offseason. He tied for the league in wins. That's probably why he went into free agency. Well, let's get it on and see what we got out here. We'll do catcher first. Got a rookie, Apollo Oliver, is a B. Elora Middleton, also a B. They're both actually pretty decent. And Lionel Mack is 26. Interesting. We got Russ Mata, Memoria Oshima. Stagleaf is still available. You know what? Sorry. Honestly, I wouldn't mind bringing Lars back as a catcher, just as a backup. So, I'll put him on. And since he's only a C, I can get him under $4 million. So, that'll work. That'll do, pig. Now, is there anyone else I want to get rid of? Bo Belter had a decent year. I mean, I know he's nothing great in the field. So, I'm debating on whether or not to keep him. Jade Cox. She can't hit very well, but she does do a pretty decent job at fielding. I mean, jumps could be the DH. We still have Stu Burko, who is the team leader in home runs, so we're not going to get rid of him. And we still have Sportswood, too, so we're good at first base. Sportswood would hit very well for us. He just never hit a home run. So, yeah, he just got on base for us, and we just drove him in. James, he did fairly well. Burko was our home run leader, so I'm not going to get rid of him yet. Norton Pickle didn't do anything for us in the playoffs, so I might look to upgrade at shortstop. I'm going to keep Buck Swiner because I need him to start in left field now that Alive is gone. So we're probably just going to look for a backup caliber outfielder, 2 catchers, and let's see, that will put us at 3 outfielders. You know what? I actually wouldn't mind cutting Bo Belter. He has $10 million in salary. I need a right fielder by trade, so I can get 2 outfielders. So we'll sign 2 outfielders, get an infielder, and 2 catchers. All right, that's the play. All right, so I'll put Lars on there. And you know what? I'm going to need one of these young guys. So either Apollo or Elora. Elora's a switch hitter. Decent hitter. Apollo is all contact. He also has inside pitch. He just doesn't run very well. Doesn't have a good arm either. We'll put them both on there. And we'll put Lionel Mack as a backup option. Alright, now move to second base. We'll need to move to infield. I need someone who can play the infield, basically. Rosemary Harrington is a straight utility player, 22. Can play anywhere with utility. That is actually a very good bonus to have. Walker Runs is a free agent. He's too old for my liking, though, so I'll pass on him. Third base. I mean, I might replace Snack. I love Snack Biggs, but dude, we gotta jump it up here. But the third basemen are all so old. Bash is still a free agent too. Oh, Trey Hardy's a rookie. Okay, put him on the list. Got Chevel Heaps. Dig Afordo. You know what? As crazy as this sounds, hear me out. Dig is actually a very good. I'm gonna sign Dig Afordo here as a backup infielder, and he will cut all of this salary from Belter. And I'm gonna put him on the list, and I'm gonna sign him in like maybe 2 or 3 rounds. That's gonna be great. Cause see, I know he's not a hitter. Digafordo is never gonna be a good hitter. I've tried developing him in a custom franchise and it doesn't work out very well. But the dude can field his butt off, and he can play anywhere in the infield you need him. So if someone gets hurt, or if someone's not doing well late in the game and you need a defensive upgrade, he's your guy. So I want him as our backup infielder. He's never going to see the field to bat, if at all possible, unless someone's hurt. So I'm willing to cut. I'll lose a lot of effort just to bring in a guy who wants to play and can field. Plus he's 22, so he can always get better. Remember that. He can always get better. Alright, let's see. Left field. Do we need a left fielder? No, we have Swiner. We need a right fielder. Olongbalo stayed. He's coming back for another year. Parker Padilla. That's an interesting one. He can play anywhere in the field. His fielding's not nothing special, but he is a decent player. Got Billy LeBoink. I will sign Billy LeBoink. I'll take a 40-year-old. Why not? Got Mew Love. Put him on the list. Let's see. Arms you. Put him on the list. Why not? Actually, take Mew off. She can't field. So, I will take Arms. He can field. Hera O'Wugliams, 27. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Chili Little's 33. Socks is 27. And Nails 38. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. There we go. I like that better. Alright, we got our targets for right field. We got our infielder target. That's Digafordo. I'm not going to bring back Nora. I'm not going to bring back in Ralph Blue either. Dum 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 dum. I mean, we could look to upgrade at third base. I'd be willing to bring in Keg Gutterson. We'll see if we have the money to do so. I'll put him on the list. I mean, I love Keg Gutterson. I just love the name. Dude can't field for crap, but the dude can crack the ball. So, he's absolutely cracked. You absolute spanner. Alright, I'm going to get Lars under like $4 million, or down near $4 million, then I'll bring him in. Okay, perfect. Loving this. Loving the plan. Now we got to go to the pitching aspect. Alright, same thing. Age. Position. Okay, here we go. I mean, I am okay walking away from Yolanda Cooper because she did have an ERA up over 7. And she only went 2-2 on the year. You need your ace to be better. I'm willing to go younger. And it looks like we have the option to do so here with Zerwin McConnell and also Connor Frazier Jr. I'm willing to go after both of them. I'm also willing to go after Hansa Medina. Pretty decent. Plus, we also want to get, where is Tarak? I want to bring Tarak back, so. But he's a C+, so we can get him down to like maybe 5 million, under 5 million, and then we can bring him back. He's going to be making more than he did last year, though, which he deserves, especially after going 3-0 on the season. So, and then we don't need a bullpen guy, thankfully. Thankfully, that is not something that is necessary this year. Though I'm not opposed to bringing in a younger bullpen player. After all, Grump Everbright, he also didn't have a great year. I'm going to go younger. Harrison's really young. So is Kyson Manning, but I don't want to go that poorly in, like, you know, the ratings department. Not going to take that risk. But we'll put Harrison on the list. Werner Bergenberg. Werner Bergenberg. I love the names that these guys come up with. They're great. Anyway, anyone else I'm looking at here? Simba Delano, got Curly Giles at closer. Do we need a closer? Not really. So we'll hold. I'll hold off on that. I mean, Aidan Jock, maybe. He's about ready to get picked up, though, I bet, in the first week or two. We'll have Kyson on here as a backup option, but the main target's Harrison. Alright. Harrison's all fired. He's all fire coming out of there. 3-pitch pitch. He's like the same as Joseph Broseph. Maybe he's not the right option. Kyson Manning is similar to Grump. He'd be the guy replacing him. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we got our guys selected. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we got our targets. Let's go to the next round and see what happens. What's the first transaction? Here we go. Herbisaur sign Aidan Jock. What did I say? What did I say? He was going for first round. I called it. He was down in the right area. Zerwin McConnell's down to 7-7. Jock's Often's going to the Grapplers. He's leaving the Buzzards. Hansa Medina's down. They lowered their offers. Hugs Lovell is leaving the Wild Pigs. She was released by them mid-season last year. She's going to the Jacks. Here's Keg Gutterson. Gia Axelson gets picked up by the Nemesis. That's a great signing for them. She's a young outfielder they can develop. Paulo Oliver. There's the Blowfish. Nora's going to the Blowfish. Good for her. I'm glad she finally got picked up. I'm actually surprised it took so long. We got LeBoink's down to 8 mil. Tarak's down to 7.4. All right. No one's down in the area where I need to sign him yet. Kyson, I can get him under 5 million and then I can sign him. So no rush. Memoria Yoshima's coming back to the Nemesis. Interesting. Bobby Bash is going to the Moonstars. 8 mil. Lars is under 5. All right, we need to look to bring him in now. We got Troy Harrison out there. Rocker Runs is picked up by the Sirloins to replace Lloyd Cook for the time being. They might bring in someone better. Dig is down to 3.1 million. And you know what? I think it's time to make that move. Let's do it. Trust me when I say this, everyone's going to lose their shit. Everyone is going to lose their shit right here. Bring in Dig. Bring in the D+. Cut him. I'm cutting Bo Belton. He's too inconsistent for my liking. All right, so we got the worst player in free agency, Digafordo. He's on our team. Let's do it. Grump is at $3.6 million. Okay. You have to play this cautiously, ladies and gentlemen. You got to play this cautiously. I'm going to be trying to bring in Kyson Manning. Need to get him under 5 million, and then we'll bring him in. I'm willing to let go of Everbright or Rhubarb and just say, you know what, let's just go for it. See what happens, right? Tarak, he's at 7 mil right now. He made a little under 3 million. I want him under 5 or like near 5 million, and then I'll bring him back. One round. There we go. Alright, so we bring in Dig. Kerwin Arches leaves the, who's on the Sandcats. He's going to Wild Pigs. Interesting. Hera O'Wugliam's going to the Sirloins. Ralph Blue replaces Bubbles Garcia on the Heaters. That's why I never saw Bubbles. He was on the Heaters. I thought he was still on the Moose. Jerry Ronner, originally from the Sawteeth, is going to Wild Pigs. Smack Avery was the B-Wolves closer last year, got released mid-season. He's on the Buzzards now. Rusty Nozzle is a starter, going to the Sandcats. Leonard Ramiro, another reliever, he's going to the Sirloins. Russ Mata, catcher, going to the Wild Pigs. Liking our odds here, boys. Liking our odds. We're going to go one more round. Alright, Keg Gutterson is gone. You cucks! God damn it, it's bad enough now I gotta play him 3 times a year. He's going to the Moose. Fuck, now I need a new third baseman. Alright, Harrison's down to 6.8. Arms is down to 8.3. Alright, so we know B+, the area they sign is around 10 million. Okay. That's a good barometer, because I do have a couple B+ on. I don't actually have any B+ on here. So that means Bs will generally get under $10 million before they're signed. Okay. Billy LeBoink's down to 7.4. They're probably getting ready to sign him now that I think about it. See, now my thought is, do I really want a 40-year-old or do I want to go young? Do I want to go risk it for the younger player? That's what I'm worried about. All right, let's go to third base here. Got Rip Dingers. No. Macy Stone. I mean, yeah, I could be that guy and steal. So they're not going to bring Rip Dingers back because he was on the Moose. They must have been just so demoralized by his average last year that they just said, you know what? We're willing to bring in Gutterson to replace you. That's really bad, dude. If I sign him comparing to Snack, what's the damage here? Go from a B- to a B+. Snack is a much better fielder. He's got a weaker arm, though. He's not as... Dingers is slower, but Dingers is the better hitter. And I don't think I can sign him. Not for that much money. I guess I'm going to stick with Snack unless a cheaper option becomes available in free agency at some point. I'm going to get Stagleaf under $4 million, and then I'll bring him in, I think. I think that's fair, given, you know, his level of play, which is backup caliber at best. mean, we do have $43 million, so it's not like we don't have a lot of money. It's just I don't want to blow all of our money. I want to have some left over for the player development aspect of our team, you know? No one else is in danger of signing, I think. Tarzan Woodburn's going to the Moose. They're making moves here early. Peters get Libby Doe and reliever. But none of our targets, okay. Lars is under $4 million now. We could probably bring him in. Yeah, okay. Again, Lars, he's back. Welcome back, you German-born dipshit. Making about the same amount of money he made before he got fired. I think he made like 3.5 mil or something. He's made a little bit more. Not much, but hey, he's going to be the bench player, so it's fine. These guys are down to 9. It's getting close to where they're going to get ready to sign, so I got to be ready for that. Brock is at 6'5" something now, I think. Yeah, 6'1". Okay, he's still not in danger of signing yet. Okay. And we got Alive, Tugboat. Okay, so we need another catcher. Alive is being replaced by a right fielder, and then, or actually, Sox could be replaced by a right fielder, and then we need a. I already have a left fielder. I have a left fielder, a center fielder. Sox will be the right fielder. I need another outfielder. Yeah, I like having 4 outfielders on the team. That way I can sub in the 4th one. Generally, it's just got to be a backup player who knows to play all the outfield positions, even if they're not utility best. It's fine. I can work with it. Okay. Oh. Pardon me. Jesus. Shamil can only play corner. He's too good. He's too good. Hobbs can play all of them. Interesting. Padilla can play all the outfield positions. And then so can LeBoink, I think. LeBoink can play corner. Okay, we can sign LeBoink as the right fielder and then have Padilla be the backup guy who can play all the outfield positions. Okay, I knew I was going to get there. I just, you know, took a little bit. Took a little bit to get there. Math had to be done. All right. So no one's, like, very few replacements have happened. I think only 1 replacement has been signed so far this offseason, so. Smith is still at 6'1", okay. All right, we get Lars. Let's go to the next round here, round 6 of 32. We get Lars. See a lot of our targets on the board. No one else made it signing. Okay. So everyone else is playing their cards close to their chest right now. Tarak's down to 5'8". He's not in danger of signing yet. If he gets to under 5 million, that's when you need to pick him up. LeBoink is at 6'9". He's probably getting ready to pick up. The only reason he's this low as a B is because he's 40 years old. That's the reason why. I mean, I love Billy LeBoink as a player because he's a great fielder. He's not very fast, but he can hit for contact and get on base. So I can bring him in for that. And Manning's down to 4 million. Okay, 1 more for him. Do I risk it or do I go for it? What do I do? I say we bring in LeBoink now. We're down to 33 million. All right, so we have our right fielder. We just need the backup outfielder and the starting catcher. Catchers right now are 9, 8, and 8, so we're fine right now. We need to start getting worried when they get below 8 million. That's when you need to worry. And backup outfielder, let's see. Is there like young players who we could bring in and develop? Mulov is just a little too good to be a developmental player. Same with these center fielders. Let's see. Janice Figueroa's 29, a little too old to be developed. Shamil can only play corner. Too good to be developmental. Wow. So really, the only outfielder I could bring in that's like, you know... Well, I mean, Geronimo can play the outfield, and he's got good fielding, so I don't really need one. I just need a developmental player at this point. So yeah, we can bring in Shamil Ayala. You got nothing to lose. I'm going to keep Arms on there too. Just because he could be the backup. He could be the development one too. He's at like the perfect overall. He just has to get under 7 million. Let's go. Alright, Hammer Longbalo is changing teams. He's been a sirloin his entire career. He's now on the Herbivores. So that's going to make for some interesting matchups if they do play each other. We get LeBoink, a whole bunch of our players. No one else made a transaction other than the Sirloins and us. So Shamil is down to 4-3. That's not low enough yet. 8-4 for Mac. 8-2 for Apollo. And let's see, 7-3. Getting closer. 10-9, 5-7. McConnell's getting close to this part where you can pick him up. Manning is perfect. We can sign him now. I'm willing to take the loss. Surprised Harrison was allowed to get under 6 million. You know what? Harrison's faster, but he has worse junk and worse accuracy. Manning is the same accuracy, better velocity, but a lot less junk. I'm willing to take the 200,000. I'll sign Manning. I'm going to go younger. Kaising Manning, welcome to the team, Rook. Congratulations. Rock's at 5'5". He's almost where I want him to be. Yolanda's still at 14'8". There's only one closer left, and it's Curly Giles. Call him Curly Giles! Alright, Manning's on the team. Jules Bergman is picked up, the left outfielder. He's picked up by the wide loads. No other signings. Okay. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here, people. It's getting close. Tarak's down to 5'2". All right, he's got one more round. If he goes down to 4'9", I can pick him up. Let's see. Hansa's at 7'4". He's close. Frazier's at 10. I'll start getting worried when we get under 10. Jamil's at 4'1". She needs one more round. McConnell's at 5'4". He's getting close. Harrison's at 5'6" as well. Okay. He's getting... Harrison's probably going to get signed this next round. I say Harrison goes next round. 8-2 for that catcher. 8-1. Where's the other one? Where's Oliver? He's at the top. 7-8. One more. All right, Morton Stanberg is picked up by the Platypi. He's replacing Carrie Cartman. Interesting. Camille Ayala's at 3.9. Okay, we can bring her in now. Make her developmental. We can bring her in if we want. Tarak's at 5 mil. He needs one more week. Middleton's at 7.9. Frazier's at 9.7. 5.2. 7.5. 7.1. 6.7 for arms. That's probably as low as arms is going to get, though. Harrison's down to 5.4. I'm willing to cut salary here and let Rhubarb go because, well, she had an ERA of 12. What more do you need? I mean, yes, she's a great spot starter option to have out of the bullpen, but I don't have a closer, and I like Harrison, what Harrison brings to the table. Plus, is Kyson a righty? Kyson's a lefty. I already have 2 lefties. I don't need a 3rd lefty. I need another righty in my bullpen. Harrison automatically gets this job. So we're going to bring in Troy Harrison, replace Rachel Rhubarb. Take a little bit dip in salary there. That's fine. I don't care. Now pitching, we're still waiting. Pitching, we're still waiting. McConnell's close. So if Tarak gets signed, I can bring in McConnell to replace him. And then we'll go for either Medina or Frazier. I've already got that figured out, so that's good. And here comes the rain again. All right, now on the offensive side, we still need that backup outfielder, and we still need the starting catcher, too. Oliver's close. I'm willing to go one more week. Get him under 7. Yeah, hell, if I can get him under 6, that'd be legend status. So we get Harrison. Go to round 10 here. Dale Nail goes to the Platypi. And the Buzzard signed Helena Bigsby. I forget where Bigsby was, but I do know she was in the league already, so that's not a rookie signing. All right, so what's the call here, Plate? All right, Medina's at 6.8. Smith is at 4.8. Okay, I'm willing to bring in Tarak now. So it looks like Tarak will get to keep his job as the 4th starter. Because I like Tarak. I love what he brings to the table. Pardon me. Apollo's at 7.2. Okay, I say he gets under 7, we sign him. Mac's getting ready to be signed. Connell's at 5 mil. And Ayers is down to 3.8. It's leaking again. Yep, there's the ceiling, people. You can hear it. All right, let's bring Tarak back. Love Tarak. I think my goal here is to stay over $16 million, because then I'll get $1 million a game, and I can buy a lot of frickin' player development stuff with that. All right, now for the others. Alright. I'll see if we can stretch this. Alright, McConnell we don't need anymore, so it's down to Frazier and Medina. Frazier's down to 9. Arms is down to 6.2. Middleton is at 7.3. Let me check and make sure that's going in the bucket. Hold on. All right. Yep. Okay, we're good. All right, let's focus. Focus faces. 7-2, 6-5, 6-9. This is about the time where they start signing. Yeah. All right, we got to make the calls right now. We got to pick. We got to pick who we want. Dog, what is wrong with you? Why are you rubbing? What? What? You mad that I'm judging you? What are you doing? You simpleton. What, are you insulted now that I called you a simpleton? It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I know what you want. I know what you want. Don't worry. I know what you want. Well, you should have eaten your ice cream earlier, buddy. Lay down. Good boy. All right, so we need to sign 3 players. Okay. Do I go slightly older? Do I go younger? Frazier's a 5-pitch pitcher. I do like me a 5-pitch pitcher. Medina's a 4-pitch pitcher. Their weakest traders, both are accuracies, so it's nothing new. Both of their strongest traits are also their junk. I'm willing to go Frazier here. Although I don't want to sign him for $9 million, but you know what? I can wait. I can wait for him. I want him under 9. Catcher. Alright, we need to... I guess we need... I'm going to say we need to sign the catcher now. I love Apollo Oliver, so that's going to be the one we go for. Apollo, welcome to the team. And then the backup outfielder. Arms is a 6'2". What are my other outfielders making? Billy's at 6'9". Buck is at 8.5. And then Geronimo's at 7'3". So yeah, he'd be making less than all of them already. I'm willing to get him down to $6 million. I'll wait. And then pitching. I'm willing to wait on Frazier, that's right. Let's go. Rip Dingers is going to the Heaters. And we get Oliver. Alright. Alright. Medina's at 6.2. Yu is at 6 million. Alright, one more. Here we go. Now they're making moves. Bloop Michaels leaves the Wild Pigs. He's going to the Blowfish. Alright, that's an interesting one. They don't always tell you which team players leave which teams. Zane Travis, the rookie signed by the Overdogs, 14.7 mil. Camille Ayala is at 3.3 million so far. Okay. Maximus Tran, the rookie, is picked up by the Grapplers. He's replacing Biff Noggins. Arms used, 5'8". Okay, bring him in now. Lionel Mack is picked up at 6.9 million. He's going to the Overdogs. Medina's down to 6 million. Whopper Batsman's replaced on the Herbivores by Lorenzo Praline, a rookie center fielder. 17 million, Jesus. Connor Frazier's down to 8.4. Yolanda's going to the Nemesis. Thank Christ. I will not have to play her. She's in the other league. She's in the other conference. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I wouldn't want to face her. I would not want to face her. Connor's at 8.4 million. Can I wait that long? I'm willing to wait one more week. I really am. That's a big risk on my part, and if it blows up in my face, then so be it. I'll just have to settle for McConnell. Outfielders, let's see. Arms is down to 5.8. I'm going to bring him in now. I'm not taking any chances. So we're under 16 million, though. Damn it. We're not going to have a lot of money. But we do want to stay competitive, don't we? Shit. Yeah, I guess we do. Come on in, Arms. So we're at 13.8 million. We still are, right now, currently, we're higher than where we were last year. which was, I believe, when we signed all those players, it was 10.2 million. So if we sign Frazier, we go down to 5.4 million. If we sign Medina, we go down to 7.8 million. So either way, we will be below where we were last year. Honestly, of the two, I would much rather have the better one, and I would take Frazier. I want to go one more week, though. Frazier's down to 8-1. Yogurt is going to the Blowfish. Blowfish are in our conference, yes, but we played them once last year, so hopefully we don't play him that time. Frazier, Rory Crowds gets picked up by the Crocodons. Meggie Meggles is picked up by the Grapplers. And Medina's down to 5-8. One more. Frazier's down to 7.8 million. Oh, there were some signings. Ralph Blue is replaced on the Heaters by Chevel Heaps. So they just signed him to sign a younger player. So he was a placeholder. Middleton is signed on the Grapplers, replacing Jacques Often. Again, he was a placeholder. Grapplers also signed Seymour Sox, so they made moves. Connor's down to 7.8. I'm bringing him in. Mindy Marshwater is re-signed by the Heaters. I believe she was on the Heaters, actually, last year, too. And then Hansa Medina's down to 5.6. Frazier, come on in, brother. Down to $6 million. Now, is there anywhere else we could really cut cap space? I mean, possibly shortstop? I mean, I could bring Dickman back and just say, screw it, we're going to lose anyway. Nah, I ain't going to do that. I want to give Norton a chance to earn my trust. I want him to prove to me why he needs to be on this team. And then third base, the only option left is Macy Stone. We could sign her and replace Biggs, but then that's just shooting myself in the foot at that point, so let's not. We'll just, we'll keep an eye on the rest of the free agent rounds and see if anyone comes free. Caleb Aguilar's getting signed by the Overdogs. Oakley Stiffs goes to the Jacks from the Freebooters. Whew. Jackie Slam goes to the Sirloins from the Nemesis. Oh, that's in our conference. Damn it. Herbisaurs get Macy Stone. There we go. Rosemary Harrington's going to the Sawteeth, replacing Sammy Shigatani. Sandcats get Marilyn Davidson. Rusty Bustum is replaced on the Moonstars by Jeffrey Klopp. Shemo Alala finally gets picked up by the Heaters. And Kimmy Smoke is replaced on the Heaters by Lionel Martinez. Interesting tactic. Round 18 is over now. Hogswind replaced by Lovelorn. That's an upgrade. Parker Padilla replaces Pine Harrison. That's an upgrade. Blowfish get Bloop Michaels. That's an upgrade. No, it's about the same, actually. They go younger. They get Trey Hardy, actually. Wow. Byron Harrison's going to the Blowfish. Janice Figueroa. Zerwin McConnell finally gets signed. He's going to the Overdogs. Randy Mann, he's going to the Wild Pigs. We'll see him in the division. Mew Love is going to the Wide Loads, replacing Jules Bergman. Stanley gets picked up. He's going to the Wild Pigs. No! Why are they getting better? Why are they getting better? They get Nance Tools, too? Are you kidding me? They got the two best shortstop free agents? What? No! Oh, no. I need a drink. Medina's going to the Grapplers. He replaces Hero Misano. Yelio Itoya's off the Buzzards. He's getting replaced by Buster Biggs. Jack Cracker's going from the Jacks to the frickin' Beewolves. Diggler's going to the Nemesis. Oh, he's off the Nemesis. He's replaced by Jake. Oh, he is going to the Nemesis. He's replacing Jacob Marshmallow. Steamboat Wissell. He offends the free. He's getting replaced on the freebooters by Maverick McMahon. McMahon is coming home. And Caleb McClure is going to the is off the Crocodons. He's replaced by Anderson LeBlanc. Hey, look at that guy. McClure, you say, eh? Hey, I'm willing to cut some cost here. Nix Pruitt replaces Trisha Lee on the Crocodons. She's better than Biggs. Players down to 9-4. Wade Hobbs replaces Churl Dangerfield on the Nemesis. Jose Tremendo is off the Moose. He's replaced by Anton Goodwood. Alberto Roberto goes to the Crocodons, replacing Bay Paul. Sandcats sign Eliza Pollard, replacing Rusty Nozzle. Oh, so they signed the starter-reliever combo. Wide loads get the closer, Curly Giles, who replaces Holder Close, who is a starter-reliever. Javier Hadier is off the Nemesis, replaced by Jess Fowl. Bo Belter's going to the wide loads. Yes, he's going to the other conference. Go over there. Thank you. I don't have to see you. Replacing Janice Friedman. Meggie Neggles is off. It's replaced by Whiff Smessen. All right. Maximus Tran is off the Grapplers, replaced by Bloop Michaels. He's going to the other conference now. Holy crap. Claire's down to 8. Trisha's down to 7-3. Wild Pigs signed Ralph Blue, replacing Rosie Hardman. Oh, poor Rosie. She's never got a chance. Trisha Lee is down in price. So's Caleb. Jacques Austin's going to the Grapplers again, replacing Seymour. Ah, Seymour's a free agent again. Ah! Mark Harbormouth is off the Nemesis, replaced by Werner Bergenberg. Oh, God, I love that name. It's so funny. 6-7 and 7-4. I love to see it. I don't love to hear that, though. Everbright's going to the Blowfish. He's replacing Jeffrey Jenkins. Rusty Nozzle is going to the Jacks. He's replacing Bella Meatball, their rookie pitcher. McClure's down to 7-1. Filthwick is on the Sirloins. He replaces Shay D. Miyoshi's going to the Moose. We'll see her now. Replaces Wiggles Freeman. Clears down to 6-9. Grapplers get Noodle Stein, replacing Marla Moore. Dusty Winder's off the Beowulfs. He's replaced by Rachel Rhubarb. All right, Rachel. She got a job. All right. All right, let's think about this here. Do I want Caleb McClure that badly? What does he do? McClure is cheaper than Cox. Not as good as Cox. He's a decent fielder. He's actually a better fielder than she is. Doesn't have as good of an arm. Doesn't run very well. He's a better contact hitter and doesn't have as much power as Cox. Jumps is a great offensive second baseman, but he can't field for crap. And Stu is our de facto DH, basically. Merkel doesn't make that much. He only makes $5 million, 5.7, so it's not that much. Yeah, this is a tough one for me. Because Jumps is 27, Cox is 29. I mean, really thinking about it, this should be a no-brainer. McClure's 6 years younger. Bring him in. So we lose a better-rated player who can play everywhere? Okay, that's fine. I'm not that pressed to lose her. Great, give me McClure. Now we're down to $7 million in cap space. Not where I want to be. We got a pretty solid offense, I think. Sure, we lost our two best players in Belter and Alive, but, you know, happens. Now, am I willing to cut Norton Pickle for Busha Digman again? I'm going to keep Trisha on my target list and not sign her, but if she gets under Biggs and he's not doing well, I will put her in to replace him. But I do like Biggs because he's a utility player, so let's end the offseason. So we did make moves. Alright, so let's recap. And what happened after we did that? Ariel Williams is replaced by Chili Little on the sirloins. And then Mick Steely is off the sirloins and replaced by Spitz McKinney. Okay, interesting moves. Trish is down to 5'9". She's not quite at Biggs' level. All right, so let's sum up the offseason for you. So yeah, let's just go all the way back down. So we started the offseason. We had some players retire, which we expected. Let's highlight them for you. Stan Alive retired at age 43, not surprising. Seymour Sox decided to forego coming back and go into free agency to try and get more money, which, by the way, he failed. He's still a free agent. Yolanda Cooper went into free agency to get more money. Tarak Smith also did the same thing. Tiny DeGrande decided to retire, so that's 2. Tugboat Thomas retired, that was 3. So we had 3 players retire and 4 leave in free agency. Or 3 leave in free agency. So we had 6 openings. And let's see, moves that we made. We brought in utility infielder Dig Fordo to be a backup infielder for the team. So he will be, basically, he's the guy if someone's not fielding well, and we cut Bo Belter in that process to cut some cap space here. We did that. We made that move because Dig can basically play anywhere in the infield without any penalty to his fielding ability. So if someone's not a great fielder, case in point, Judd Jumps, second baseman, not a great fielder. First baseman, Dirk Sportswood is an average fielder at best. Third, Biggs is actually a pretty good fielder. Our shortstop's also a good fielder. So basically, if Jeb Jumps is in the game and I want to bring in a good fielder for the late innings to keep a lead, Diggs my man. Let's see, what else do we do? We then brought in Lars back from the free agent market to be the backup catcher again. He's replacing Tiny DeGrande, who retired. So really his was just, hey, I know who he is. I know what he can do. I just need a backup here, so let's bring him in. cheap alternative. Then we brought in Billy LeBlanc. He's going to be the new right fielder. He's replacing Seymour Sox. He's 40 years old, so I need someone to develop behind him. We brought in Kyson Manning to replace Grump Everbright in the bullpen. We need a young reliever out there. Grump's already 30, so let's just, bring in a younger guy who can get better. Grump's probably not going to get better than like a B at most. Moving up after that, what else did we do? We signed Troy Harrison to replace Rachel Rhubarb in the bullpen because she did have a very bad year last year. So we brought him in, young guy who can develop. He's already better than her overall. He's just not a starter/reliever. He's just a plain old reliever. What else did we do? We brought in Tarak Smith back. He's making $2 million more than he did the previous year, so he did get more money. But I wanted to bring him back. He won 3 games last year. He was our best pitcher consistency-wise, so... Paulo Oliver is our new catcher. We signed him. He's a rookie. He'll be catching for us, replacing Tugboat Thomas. Then we brought in Arms Yu. He's going to be the backup right fielder to Billy LeBlanc, who will eventually retire. He's already 40. Arms is 20, so we can develop him behind him. And he can also play the other outfield positions if need be. He can play left field. And then if I need someone to play center field, we got James. Then after that move, what else did we do? We brought in Connor Frazier Jr. He's going to be our new pitcher. Kaiser will move up into the ace role. Frazier will be our new number 2. He's replacing Yolanda Cooper, who signed in free agency with the Nemesis in the other conference. And then we went all the way to the last week of free agency, and we signed second baseman Caleb McClure to replace Jake. Contact-wise, he's about the same level power-wise, and he's a little bit of a better fielder, so we'll bring him in. He can play second base now as the starter, or he could be the guy off the bench. Tell me how you really feel, assholes. All right, so... Year 2's getting ready to start. Let's go to our lineups. Set them. This is the pitcher's lineup, which we never use because I don't even think we played anybody from the other conference last year, so I don't even know why this is an option. And then let's go to the DH lineup. This is the one that we're actually going to be using here. We've set it. Caleb McClure will start at second base. Sportswood will be your first baseman. Swiner will be in left. Jumps is your cleanup hitter at DH. Billy LeBlanc's in right. James in center. Pickle at shortstop, Oliver behind the dish, and Snack Biggs at third. On the bench, we will have Arms Yu, Stu Burko, Dig Affordo, and Lars Stadcleve. That will be your starting 9 at the beginning of the season. So yeah, disappointing end to year number 1. We won the division at 11-5. We were the number 1 seed in our conference, and we lose a heartbreaking series to the Wild Pigs because our offense just didn't show up. And then we go into free agency. We lose our ace pitcher. We lose both of our catchers to retirement. We lose our starting left fielder to retirement. And then our backup outfielder goes to free agency for more money. And we also had our 4th pitcher go into free agency for more money. We ended up bringing back Tarak Smith. We brought in 2 new bullpen pieces that are both young and ready to improve. We brought in a new ace pitcher who's young and he can improve. We also brought in a new second baseman who's younger. We brought in 2 new We brought back Lars. We brought in a new young catcher to be the starter. We brought in a new right fielder in Billy LeBlanc. We brought in a backup who can play all the positions. Because Buck is now going to be the starter in left field. And then I don't think we made any other moves after that. So yeah, we had some ups and downs in the offseason, but we have managed to retain some salary back. We gained $5 million back, so we're at $7 million. Not where I want to be. I want to be closer to like 16 mil, but we'll see if we start losing, we can make some cuts and, cut some salary and play with some worse players out there. But thank you guys for watching this episode of the Hot Corners. Sorry we couldn't go to the conference finals and make this a longer postseason run, but now we can look forward to year number 2, and we'll see what that will bring to our Hot Corners franchise. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Nasty One, signing off.